Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Toronto Raptors tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers win over the Toronto Raptors tonight in overtime, all thanks to basically all the Lakers tonight. I have to say, when it comes down to it, there were some Lakers out there tonight that stepped up to the plate all around. They really showed up when it all matters most and not just relying on this player or that player or two or three to just come out of nowhere and just help the Lakers win games. But in general, all the Lakers, in my opinion, stepped up to the plate when it came all matters most in this win against the Toronto Raptors tonight. And I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about what I witnessed in tonight's game and who really stepped up out there for the Lakers to get this win over the Toronto Raptors. Basically getting a revenge game against them after, again, the Lakers losing to them, a couple of games ago. So I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. So yeah, guys, I mean, I know it's been like maybe a couple of videos that I haven't been making when it comes to the Lakers and them facing certain matchups, but I was feeling a bit under the weather, so my apologies for not making videos, giving you all my thoughts, my opinions about the games that went down for these, I believe, 3 games that there were obviously some Laker games that the Lakers unfortunately lost in, but this time around I feel a little better, so hopefully I could start making videos again. But when it comes down to it, with me getting better, it's always great to see the Lakers getting a win, finally after, losing a lot of games as of late. And now with this win, the Lakers are now 30 wins and I believe 40 losses in the season so far. So 30 wins and 40 losses into the season now. So when it comes down to it, the Lakers just came to play. They really did. I have to say, when it comes down to it, LeBron stepped up for the Lakers big time when it comes all said and done. I mean, there's nothing too surprising there because LeBron James goes out every single night and gives us the best performance out of his career. I mean, honestly, in his 19th year, he still amazes us in the stage of his career at 37 years old, still giving us some dominant numbers, regardless of when the Lakers are winning and when they're losing. But LeBron James always comes out of nowhere and just steps up to the plate and just carries the team on his back every single time that there's a Laker game. And, he just did so tonight with 36 points. And I believe he had 9 rebounds and 7 assists. So he continues to show a lot of his greatness. I mean, he's the GOAT, in my opinion. I mean, he is when it comes all said and done. And I just hope he just continues this drive that he's on because, he's just on a whole different level. Even when, as I said, even when the Lakers are winning and losing, especially more on the losing side. So obviously, when it comes down to it, LeBron James stepped up to the plate with 36 points. But the main guy, in my opinion, really stepped up in my eyes was Russell Westbrook. This game in particular, out of all the games we've seen, Russell Westbrook played as a Los Angeles Laker, this one is, in my opinion, is his best one throughout the season as a Los Angeles Laker, individually. I mean, sure, we saw him a couple of times, give us triple doubles here, triple doubles there, and there was a game once when Anthony Davis was playing. He gave us 36 points alongside Anthony Davis when I believe LeBron was out due to injury. It was like the beginning of the season. It was like maybe a couple of games into the season. And that was like maybe the best one that we saw from Russell Westbrook. But this time around, I have to say, against the Toronto Raptors, he stepped up to the plate. He really showed up when it all matters most. And, this was the best game for him as a Los Angeles Laker. And, giving us a triple-double out there tonight. And I think he averaged 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. So you can just tell that he really wanted to win this game also for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, getting a win over the Toronto Raptors was a big objective for Russell Westbrook when it comes all said and done. So great job out there for Russell Westbrook. He really dominated tonight with a triple-double and really stepped up to the plate for the Los Angeles Lakers. And as I mentioned, guys, from the beginning, overall, really, the Lakers tonight stepped up, in general. All of them did. Not just LeBron, not just Russell Westbrook. The rest of them did. I mean, when you look at the stat line, Waylon Gabriel. I mean, the guy stepped up for the Lakers big time. He was the third guy, the third star for the Lakers that really stepped up in our hour of need when it came down to it, especially in the first quarter, giving us 14 points in the first quarter with his dominance, shooting and going to the field. I mean, the guy was just sensational out there tonight, ending up giving us 17 points out there tonight. And I believe he went 7 of 8 from the field and went 3 of 3 from the three. Now, guys, we've been waiting for this type of performances from Gabriel. And obviously, when it comes down to it, he showed up for the Lakers this time around when it comes all matters most. And, he just came to play when it came all said and done. I was just so impressed. I mean, he really stepped up to the plate. I mean, even for a guy who, is signed to a two-way contract and, he's a newbie, a guy who just recently signed with the Lakers just a couple of weeks ago. So when it comes down to it, he wanted to, show his skill set, his ability to play the game, and he really stepped up out there. Now, are we going to see this from him every single night? I don't think so, but, when it comes to these magical moments that we'll see from him, from Gabriel, it is going to be very fun to watch when it comes all said and done from Gabriel out there tonight, who really helped out the Lakers big time with his skill set, especially in the first quarter, in the first half, really. So, obviously, great night for Gabriel out there tonight. And then when you look at the rest of the Lakers out there tonight, you have Malik Monk, who had 9 points. And then when you look at the bench, Carmelo Anthony was out due to injury. He's dealing with some minor injuries, so hopefully he comes back to us very soon. But, when you look at the rest of the Lakers, guys, Avery Bradley, his role has been changed, due to the lack of the Lakers losing games as of late. And, obviously there was some changes needed to be made. And, it's always been this way, throughout this season so far when it comes to changing up the lineup, changing up the rotation. And that's been a thing for Frank Vogel for this season so far. And, it hasn't been working. But, when it comes down to it, this is not anything new. But Avery Bradley, off the bench, gave us 14 points. And, we have to give him a lot of credit. He shot some key shots that really helped the Lakers win this game out there tonight. So, we have to commend him on the great performance as, part of the Lakers tonight off the bench for the second unit. So great job out there for Avery Bradley. And then Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves continues to amaze us every single game. And, guys, he's just been that lucky charm for us, being an undrafted guy and, giving us 10 points tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers is very great to watch. And, overall, really, guys, the Lakers in general, some of them really stepped up in their own right. When it comes to Dwight Howard and others out there, really, when it comes down to them really wanting to win this game in Toronto against the Raptors. So when it comes down to it, the Lakers, they just came to play. They came to play, and I just really enjoyed watching this game tonight and just seeing the teamwork and the effort that was there. And, you could just tell throughout the game from the second, third, fourth quarter, the Lakers were competing. They wanted to win this game, but unfortunately they couldn't do it in the fourth quarter. And, obviously it led into overtime where the Lakers just continued to go on this drive that they were in and wanted to win this game against Toronto, and they delivered so for Lakers Nation. And I was just so impressed that they, went out there and just got this win, and that's all. A win-win is all good in my book when it comes down to the Lakers and their situation as of late. But when it comes to not having a great season and not having a great win results when it comes to facing certain matchups with the caliber players that we have on the team, you would think the Lakers could win more games than just having 30 wins and 40 losses under their belts. So, but it is what it is, guys. I mean, this is the Lakers, who they are right now, and the only thing we can only hope for is that the Lakers, with these, I believe, 15 or 14 games remaining, that the Lakers will just go on this drive that they're in and hopefully get some wins under their belt and just compete in the play-in tournament. And if they could get past that, maybe possibly compete in the playoffs potentially. It's either against the Phoenix Suns or maybe the Golden State Warriors. But when it comes down to that particular moment, we just have to wait and see. The play-in tournament plays a huge role for the Lakers because that's where they're at as it stands now. So with the few games remaining, hopefully the Lakers will just go on this drive and hopefully start winning games or just manage to be in the play-in tournament. So potentially, if they can go past the play-in tournament by just beating some mediocre teams and just go into the playoffs in the first round, and as I said, facing either the Warriors or the Suns, and just survive or maybe possibly end up just hopefully not, but get eliminated in the first round, and that's an accomplishment there. But I hate to say that because there was a lot of expectation before the season ever started that the Lakers were going to be a championship caliber team, but unfortunately it just wasn't the case or isn't the case whatsoever. And I think by the time the season is over, Anthony Davis will potentially return once the play-in tournament begins. So hopefully, once he returns, maybe things will get a lot better for the Lakers. But still remains to be seen about that, and we just have to wait and see. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' win against the Toronto Raptors tonight. Do you think it was a must-win for the Lakers, or do you think the Lakers got lucky and just played their ass off, I guess, against the Toronto Raptors and just got lucky in this win? I just really appreciated the effort that was just out there for the Lakers. I mean, they came to play when it comes all matters most. And, they just showed up out there tonight. And, we have to give some credit to Russell Westbrook, who stepped up for the Lakers. LeBron, there's no question that he always steps up for the Lakers. And, surprisingly, Gabriel, stepped up for the Lakers out there tonight. So we have to commend him on a great performance as a Los Angeles Laker. And just in general, the Lakers in general, they all stepped up, in my own personal opinion, when it comes to this win against the Toronto Raptors tonight. So that's all we have to bring up, guys. Please give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, like all of my social media sites on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And as always, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on this channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Hopefully, I'm recovering when it comes to this cold that I've been dealing with for the past almost like three to 4 days now. Hopefully, I can start getting more energy back and start making more videos to come. But I'm starting to feel it, hopefully, and you guys will see more videos to come on this channel. So look forward to that. And I really do appreciate the love and support. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.